Futurology is the 12th studio album by Welsh alternative rock band Manic Street Preachers. It was released on July 7, 2014. The album features contributions from Green Gartside, Nina Hoss, Georgia Ruth, Cian Ciaran and Cate. The album peaked and debuted at number 2 on the UK album chart, which makes it their highest charting album since 2007's Send Away the Tigers. Background: Futurology was the Manic's second new album to be released in the space of a year, having been recorded alongside 2013's Rewind the Film, an album described as being gentle and delicate in contrast to the icy, multi-layered and angular Futurology. The album was recorded in Germany with Alex Silver, with whom the band worked on the Holy Bible in 1994, and at Faster Studios, Wales. The album was described to be inspired by modern art and the sense of motion that the band experienced touring the heart of Europe in 2011 in support of National Treasures, the complete singles. 2 songs from Futurology, Europroject Durch mich, and title track Futurology, were debuted on the first night of the 2014 UK tour, at the First Direct Arena on March 28, 2014. A third one, Let's Go to War, was first heard at the Brixton Academy, and described by bassist Nicky Wire as a nice marching song. The track Walk Me to the Bridge, and its accompanying music video, was released on April 28, 2014. In May 2014, the band released the video for Europroject Durch mich. The second single from the album, Futurology, is going to be released September 22, 2014. Release and reception: commercial reception. The album was released on 7 July 2014. It entered the UK charts at number 2, the highest new entry on the chart, selling approximately 20,000 copies in its first week. The album remained in the top 40 in the UK for 3 weeks, something that Rewind the Film didn't manage to do. The album reached number 8 in Ireland and also charted within the top 20 in Finland. Critical reception: upon its release, Futurology received rave reviews from music critics. At Metacritic, which assigns a normalized rating out of 100 to reviews from critics, the album received an average score of 82, which indicates universal acclaim, based on 18 reviews. AllMusic critic Stephen Thomas Lewin wrote, "They're more infatuated with new and Kraftwerk or Public Image Limited, but these jagged, difficult sounds are filtered through the trio's now instinctual arena-filling gestures, and that tension is what gives Futurology a resonant richness." Gareth James of Clash magazine described the album as Manic's doing what they do best, with added krautrock, Georgia Ruth and Green Gartside. Andrew Trendle of Jai Guys wrote, "As a record that embraces the constant sense of movement and progress throughout Europe, it establishes the band themselves as artists in constant revolution." Alexis Petridis of The Guardian stated, "Futurology never feels like a pastiche, and sounds unmistakably like the Manic Street Preachers while sounding unlike any other album they've made." The independent critic Kevin Harley commented that a Eurocubed elsewhere, the Manics a Euro unregistered trademark band identity proves robust enough to withstand the tweaking. A Eurocubed Ben Hewitt of NME stated that a Eurocubed the Manics proved they are still the enemies of greed, conformity and corruption. The Telegraph declared, "A Eurocubed. The dark pulse of that krautrock influence gives the songs a steely sleekness of purpose, while the band layer a vigorous variety of sounds and tempos on top to keep things interesting." Pop Matters associate music editor John Garrett wrote that the album can just about stand toe-to-toe with any of their past albums. Writing for The Quietus, Simon Price described the album as bona fide, solid as granite masterpiece, stating, "Futurology is more than just that version of the Manics, and one of those albums." Sputnik Music staff reviewer Joseph Finney stated that the album wraps up the ideals of what has come before it, mixed it with their present experience and forged ahead with songs that demonstrate a group with a lot more life in them yet. Track listing: Personnel: James Dean Bradfield, a Euro-led vocals, lead and acoustic guitar, drums, bass, keyboards, percussion, Vision, Nicky Wire, Euro bass guitar, baritone guitar, electric and acoustic guitars, Omnichord, vocals, drum programming, percussion, noise, Sean Moore, Euro drums, soundscapes, machines, Guitar, sequencers, percussion, timpani, technology, Los Williams, production, keyboards, Cian, keyboards on Futurology, and The Next Jet to Leave Moscow, Cate LeBon, backing vocals on Let's Go to War, Gavin Feitson, backing vocals on Let's Go to War, H. Hawkline, backing vocals on Let's Go to War, Nina Hoss, vocals on Europa Jet Dirge. Mitch, Georgia Ruth, lead vocals and harp on Divine Youth, Green Gartside, vocals on Between the Clock and the Bed, Nick Naismith, keyboards on The Next Jet to Leave Moscow, and Divine Youth, Rich Beak, tambourine on Divine Youth, Berliner Nearpencher, choral vocals on Misguided Missile, Tim Young, mastering, charts, references. External links, official website.